Next, welcome to our next webinar. Thank you. Yes, thank you, Rehan, as well, for greeting everyone. We are pleased and proud to have with us this evening Mohammed Al Abad, who is a coach with Saudi Aramco, and who's going to be leading us through the Coach Vision Board, a step toward manifesting your goals. So without any further delay, I'm going to turn it over to Mohammed to take us through. Mohammed, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Salman, and good evening, everyone. Can you guys hear me before I keep talking? Okay, thank you. Again, thanks, Salman, and special thanks to the Saudi ICF chapter, and especially to Salman and Rehan for really great organization and welcoming me to this first time participating with the coaching community. And it's a pleasure for me really to be here with you all. And I can really feel the excitement and the energy to really get into a step toward manifesting your goals through really building a vision board. And before I start, I just want to quickly to check with everyone about, have you had a chance to have your vision board before? Do you have one right now? What's going on with that? Maybe you can type in the chat. Okay.
So far, not yet, but I think.
So far, not yet.
But I think
great.
After an hour, everybody will say so.
So I hope so. But within the hour, everyone here will have a framework, or at least a start with a vision board today, so they can take it further to refine it, or maybe look at it again, so that it become their own vision board, that they can use it at their own goals, and really putting a one step toward manifesting them. With that said, I would like really to introduce myself a little bit. Again, my name is Mohammed Al Abad, and as Salman mentioned, I work for Saudi Aramco as a leadership coach, and I have been working for Aramco now for almost 11 years. And actually, my journey with coaching started 2 years ago, when I really had the moment of enlightenment around coaching and the impact of coaching. And actually, I graduated as an industrial engineer from King Fahd University, and then I spent so many years working in HR management consulting field within Saudi Aramco. I went then for my MBA, and after that, there was some struggle in my career and finding my own aspiration, giving the extra mile on what I'm doing, feeling energetic every morning, and that caused me or sent me to really think, to reflect, or maybe to self-coach, or to look at what's going on within my career at that point. And Corona came at that time. I know that time comes with good and bads, and one of the good things was really to look into my self-development, because I had some time to really focus on that. And I went through this amazing platform called Mindvalley. Anyone here from Mindvalley? Anyone heard about Mindvalley before, or taken any quest? Okay, amazing. So we have some Mindvalley people here, and that community really helped me to get some foundation around really what does it mean to really take care first of yourself, and look after yourself and your well-being and your health. And also, it was a milestone for me to think about coaching and what coaching can offer, and what does it mean really to help people. Because even though when I was holding a leadership position during my time at that job, it didn't feel fulfilling for me enough. So I was looking for the missing, thing there. And I really found that working with people and every day supporting people, helping them is what really inspires me and really motivates me to come to work and really feel energetic, not only during the work, but also after the work. And at that point, I started looking at, different options I had to really make a transition or a shift. And at that point where I met Salman Amjad for the first time, who introduced me and took me through the coaching journey and the coaching program. And from that point, I started my, training program. And now I get around 200 hours of coaching, and I am really waiting for my ACC certification, approval right now. And that's a little bit me professionally. On personal side, I'm also a father. I have two kids, Ziad and Rayan, 5 and 3 years old, and they are keeping me busy beside other things. With that said, I would like really now to introduce you to this powerful quote that I stopped at when I was really looking into this topic, and it says, "People lose their way when they lose their why." Anyone would like to comment on this quote? Maybe they can unmute themselves if possible. I'm not sure, and say something about it, or maybe put that in the chat.
Can I jump in?
Yeah, of course.
I do agree with that quote because to me, I see it as if like if you don't have a vision, a destination to go to, you will be lost in your life. So the best thing is to know where you are heading. Thank you.
Thank you, Rehan. I think the word
Mohammed,
vision.
there's a couple of comments in the chat as well that I think bring to everyone's attention. The purpose is essential. Your why is your compass, and it talks about your purpose. And another quote here: "You have to get lost to find the way."
Oh, I like that one also. I think all are landed within the power of this quote. And of course, sometimes we need to get lost to really find what is really meaningful, what is really really attached to our value, to our higher meanings. So with that, I really agree with all of you about the power or the importance of knowing where are you heading, having a vision, having an idea, where do you want to be. And hopefully, inshallah, today with this framework to create your vision board, it will help you really to deepen and to gain clarity about your why. And because the whole exercise is about asking yourself why I want this, why this is important. And that's how you're gonna reach there. So we're gonna exercise the 5 whys, or maybe the 3 whys, or the 2 whys. Depends where are you at that moment, or at this moment. So I'm trying just to go to the next. Okay. So what is expected, or what you should expect from today's presentation, or within the 1 hour, inshallah, we have today? Well, we will start first of all with making some shift in what we mean by meanings or means goal versus end goal, and how they really shape the vision board, and they shape your thinking and the manifestation of many ways or options to get to your final destination. And with that concept, or with that understanding together, we're gonna introduce to the framework. It's a very powerful and easy, and you can remember it, you can teach it, hopefully to anyone, to your family, to your colleague. Also, I know a lot of people here are coaches, or they practice coaching. So you can even use this framework with your client. I had a client who really have used this, and they found a very deep goal that we worked together on, that really put them and make progress in their career and in their personal life. Last thing, it's also good to put things in practice. So we're gonna practice how you can come up with at least a draft or a good idea about your vision board. And of course, you will have plenty of time after the session to really refine and look at it again and fine tune different pieces or different angles of that. Are we okay? That? Okay.
Perfect. Go
So
ahead.
with that, great, thank you. So the first thing we want to really look at is what do we mean by, or what's the difference between means and end goal. هدف غاية وهدف وسيلة. Anyone would like to give give it a shot and share their understanding so far?
I think
We have
the
a
end
comment
goal
from
is
Mo. Yeah, Mo.
right.
Yes, thank you. It's Mohammed or Mo. Thank you, everyone. Malish, sorry, my Arabic and the English are mixed. I think goals is, as I said, few steps towards the end goals.
Mm-hmm.
That's my definition of mean goals. Thank you, everyone.
That's a possible definition for that.
I think
Reem. Mm-hmm.
I think the goals is the final destination where you're heading to, and the mean is the tools that you use in order to go there.
Mm-hmm. I like that. Thank you so much. So from what I hear so far, they're somehow brother and sisters, right? They are linked to each other, and the most of the time when we're like putting the year resolution or the goals for the next year or for the next quarter or to whatever frequency you write your goals, most of the time we really write and putting and we describe means goal. So I want to travel to this place. I want to increase the profit of my business to that margin or to that level. I want to have this or that. So we name them, and we are really basically focusing on just one step or maybe two steps toward our final destination or to our vision, without really going deeper and deeper to really link it or maybe to frame the end goal around that. So the way I usually visualize the end goal versus mean goal is using this iceberg. So the mean goal are usually whatever comes first in your mind, whatever will make you make a step with reaching the final destination. But it doesn't mean that you have the final destination clear in your head. So usually the means goal, if you ask yourself, so what or why I want this, you could go deeper and deeper about it. You could reach to something else. And the end goal, usually when you reach to the end goal, usually you are touching on your values. You are touching on some of your top values. You are touching on a feeling. You are touching on your own intuitions. You're touching on something really bigger and has more. There are unlimited means to reach to that, and that's the beauty of really focusing on the end goal. And this is what we're going to practice when we do the vision board, is that we want to focus on the end goal, because there are million ways, unlimited ways you could achieve that. Some of them some of them you may not know. So you want to keep the door open widely, so you welcome different ways to achieve that goal, not just focusing into one way or few ways to get to that goal or to reach to that feeling or to enjoy and live those values that you have.
Mohammed,
So
there's a comment / question here you might want to address from Tiffany. Sounds like the mean goal is the thought and the end goal is that action to make that thought a reality.
I want to hear from other people about this this comment from Tiffany. What does everyone think about that? Anyone has comments or feedback?
You just repeat what you said because I was out. I lost the network connection. So just repeat what was your question again?
Well, Tiffany described the mean as, you know, a thought, and the end goal is the action to make the thought a reality. So I was opening, you know, the floor to everyone to comment on this powerful, you know, definition from Tiffany. Or maybe Tiffany, if you would like to unmute yourself and elaborate more about that.
Yes. So when you were describing the mean goal, when you had stated it was like a New Year's resolution or some goal that you set forward for yourself whenever you maybe start off the year. And then as you went on to describe it, you're like at the end goal is when you actually put that thought behind or that feeling behind making it happen. You know, how invested are you in whatever goal you set for the beginning of the year to actually make that goal happen? How do you feel about it? What does it bring up into you? What type of reality do you really see in making this happen? So that's why I put it that way, because that's how it kind of like resonated with me.
I like how it resonates with you, because this is what we're gonna do when we build the vision board. The first thing we're gonna look at is maybe to closer things to what you said, is what experiences that you want to have. You want to have the reality of them as you are achieving your means goal, and those are the feeling and the values that you would like to live every day. And every morning you woke up, you want to have a little bit of those feelings and values touched in everything you do. So thank you so much, Tiffany, for that and for sharing your further thoughts as well. So the question always I get, I have been, I got asked about, okay, so how can I go? How can I find? How can I look for the end goal? And the answer, it's already mentioned before, and it is very simple, to be honest with you. It's actually by just asking yourself, why do I want this mean goal? What is so important about it? By allowing yourself to, unpack the whys within that mean goal gradually, and you're gonna reach to the end goal. So you may feel, oh, okay, this is the end goal today, and tomorrow when you ask yourself the same question, you might go deeper and deeper. So the end goal, it doesn't have to be far. You could find it after 1 why or 2 whys or 3 whys or maybe 10 whys. You could find the end goal tomorrow or after 10 years. However, what does matter is you keep asking yourself, you keep deepening and deepening within yourself. Why do I want this? And the next slide, we will give a few examples so we can get more understanding before we jump into the exercise. Is that okay with everyone? Cool. So let's have some examples. For example, Khalid, we're gonna have 2 examples, Khalid and Sarah, who, for example, starting with Khalid, he has a goal to get promoted. So he has been in the same job or maybe the same, grade code for a couple of years, and now he wants to really get promoted. It sounds like a legitimate goal, and anybody here could, if you ask Khalid why you want this, what could be a deeper or a one step toward an end goal for Khalid? before I reveal some of the answers here.
Maybe career progression.
Career progression, okay. Why career progression is important for Khaled?
More money and more a position, more prestigious, like status.
Mhm. Okay, status,
Maybe
power with the
yeah.
position. Mhm.
We need to understand like what is here his main goal. Is it money, authority, power, or career progression? So this is why behind this goal.
So to your point, there are different ways you know, different paths, and I can hear different values that could be surfaced by different you know, paths Khaled could choose: power, money, and someone here said fulfillment, financial security. That's also one of, it could be one of her values to get there. So uh, to go through the exercise here in the slide, some of you said already to be able to gain more money. So why extra money or extra salary is important for Khaled? And Khaled could say, okay, I really want to travel more. I want to travel 3-4 times a year. I want to able to travel at any time. So what does it mean for you to travel to different places? So what does that give you? What is so important to travel? And this could be a stop point here to Khalid, or maybe we can go further, but bingo, this could be an end goal or a deeper goal for him, to have new experiences and adventure, to meet maybe different, or to introduce himself to different cultures and, you know, communities. So can you guys feel the difference between from where Khalid starts and where he could end if he keep asking himself why I want to get promoted? Who find, who felt the difference in energy, in meaning, in clarity, in purpose when you go deeper and deeper uh, in your goal? I'm sure most of you felt that already. So, and this is what we will try to get you with this exercise. And I want you to put yourself from now in that mindset, to challenge yourself, to go deeper with yourself, to ask yourself why I want this, what does it means to me, and why it's important. So let's take another quick example before we introduce you to the framework. Let's say Sarah wants to change her job. So again, Sarah asked herself why I want to change my job. So then one possible way is that she wants more flexible working hours. What's important about having flexible hours? She could have, so she can spend more time with her family. And why? Yeah, so now you can see that we are tapping into a value here. So a family is a value for Sarah, for example. So now again, one more step, so she can really teach her kids things about life. So it's not only the value itself, but also there is an experience she wants to enjoy, to live, to be part of that moments where she teach her kids things about life and things that matters to her and to her family members. So again, from the same example, I'm sure you guys felt how this, the tone has changed, the energy has shifted from where the goal starts and where we could reach by just asking ourselves simply why I want this. So from here, uh, I would like to introduce you to the vision board elements, which has three main elements that we will go through today. And first of all, I just want to give the credit to Mindvalley, where I really had a chance to go through one of their quests It's called the 3 most important question. And here are the 3 elements that we're gonna go through to come up with your vision board. So experiences, starting with that. So think about, when we go through the exercise, think about things, experiences that will tap into how you want to feel. Experiences that will reach you to what do you want to see, or where do you want to go with that experience or with those goals. It could be around your career. It could be around your personal life, your development, you know, or your personal development, around your health and well-being, or any different dimensions that matters and that you know, you value a lot, or it matters to you. So this is the experiences that we will go through. And just to give a quick example about myself, when I challenged myself with the vision board, or I start using the vision board, you know, I used to have this goal to have a business, to open my own business, to start you know, a side business after work. And I didn't know what does it mean to me at that point, but it was an idea that comes to me every time, until I really deepen and deepen and deepen. And then I found myself, uh, my deeper why is that I really want to wake up every day feeling less anxious about my financials. So I have like multiple passive income that can give me, or that can also touch into my financial stability value, and you know, feeling less anxious about that. So that's not a normal, you know, mean goal, is to feel that way, to wake up every morning feeling that way. So this is what we want to, yani, reach somehow today, or maybe when you um, do the exercise again and again, is to really look into for those deeper things that you could experience. Then the second part of the vision board is linked to the experiences. So okay, for me, in order to feel that way, or to get into that this final destination, into that end goal, of course there are things that you need to grow at. So what do you need to learn? What do you need to acquire? At different, what do you need to change? What shift you need to make? What decisions you may need to start looking at? What partnership? Hello? Is there any, I heard someone trying to say something. Okay, so what growth, what skills you need to have in order to get to live those experiences. And the last one is about your contribution. What contribution, how you will give back. This is the contribution part, is not necessarily linked to your experiences or to the growth, but it is something you want to give back to the community. It could be something like you put some of your time, or you share some of your knowledge from based on your area expertise. You could do some charity, so it doesn't have to be a financial contribution. It could be at least how you show up, what attitude you want to show at work, how you want to show up as an individual or as a team player with your team, how you want to show up as a father or as a spouse. So these are your contribution that you want to really look at and keep nurturing as you go. So this is briefly the vision board framework. And if there is any question or any comments, please feel free to share them with me, with everyone. So before we move to the exercise uh, in a few minutes. So who is excited now to get their vision board? Okay. So I'm sure Rehan have shared like this template with everyone by email for everyone who registered earlier. Yes, Rehan?
Yes, I did. But maybe if
So
they didn't receive it, they can take screenshot. Thank you.
yeah, of course, you can take a screenshot, or if you have a piece of paper, you can just draw, you know, two lines and make your paper split into three parts, and you can just write experiences, growth, and contribution, and you can have it ready for you. So when we start the exercise, you can just go through that.
And Mohammed, excuse me, we are recording the session and we will be posting the recording as well when it's ready.
Great. No problem. So that's a good, actually stop. Okay, cool. So we can continue right now. So now I would like you to, if you have this, the template in front of you, have it ready. If you have your piece of paper with you, I would like you to really now, within the next 3 minutes, I would like you to start thinking based on what we discussed so far about the experiences you would like to have. And maybe as a professional coach, the experiences you would like to have within your professional domain, experiences you would like to have around your personal life. So think about how you want to feel again, and where you want to go, and what you want to see, or what do you want to do. To give you one of my examples already is to really wake up every morning feeling less anxious about my financials, for example. So within the next 3 minutes, which will start now, start thinking about that. And my tip for you for this exercise is don't overthink it. Whatever comes, let it land and write it down. You will have a chance to really look at it again and again and again.
Sorry, Mohammed. I think you've triggered all us overthinkers when you said don't overthink.
So I don't know what I can do right now. It's too late. But I think that 3 minutes, there is no chance that everyone will overthink. Okay, I will stop talking right now, and let's have the 3 minutes for this. Keep going. List as much as you can.
And this is for the experience only, right?
Yes, we will do experience part now. Some of you may be still thinking, and that's fine. And some of you may have one experience they want to focus at, and that's also fine. Some people maybe they have 5 so far, and that's also good to have. If you are done and you would like to share some of what you have on the chat box, please feel free. It could inspire others also to think about that area, to think this way or that way. So share if you don't mind.
I think I have one thing to start with, and maybe others will continue afterwards. One of the experience I want to share with you is I want to focus more on one area of coaching, because I feel like I need to do this in the future, in the very near future.
What does it give you with when you focus on that area?
As you mentioned, more focus, to focus more, like to be to have all the tools, because when you're doing everything, you cannot focus on everything. But when you focus on one thing, you have all the tools, you have all the education you need, you have all the experience from others you need, so you'll be more expert in one area.
So I can hear feeling expert. You want to feel expert in your domain or in that field. Is that true?
Yeah, true.
So I think you are getting there, and you are touching on something deeper and deeper than just saying, for example, I want to do take a training on that course, for example, and that gives you more solid. You are anchoring to an end goal, as I can feel it right now with you. Anybody else would like to share something?
Yes, it's me, Haifa. Okay. According to the experience, I want to feel happy and proud of myself, and I want to work professionally. And where do I want to go? I want to go to places that provide more valuable knowledge. And what I want to see people benefit from me. And what I want to do, I want to establish an academic coaching school.
Wow. This is really, really powerful.
Thank you.
Thank you for sharing this with us.
Thank you.
I think there is a lot there, and so powerful, and you have touched into so many things, so many bigger things that you would like to achieve in your life. And hopefully with this vision board, and we will talk about next steps, you will see how this could manifest in the near future, inshallah, for you. I'll say I see helping people to
Inshallah,
succeed.
thank you.
I want to feel confident, happy, satisfied. Maybe you could challenge. I have this confidence and happiness in my vision board as well. And okay, what does that confidence give you? Where it will take you? So asking and getting deeper a little bit, or even around that feeling, could be beneficial to anchor yourself into something more deep. As we said, there is no way to measure that. There is no right or wrong in that. So It is how you feel about it. It is how you see it through your own lenses, through your own experiences, through your own value. And if it feels deep for you, that's okay, and that's enough. This is something for you. It is not something for else to look at or to judge or to examine or to tell you right or wrong. And if someone like a coach try to do that, I'm sure they are doing it for the sake of challenging you to go to something more deeper and deeper. So thank you for everyone who shared their experience part. And now let's move to the second element here, the growth. So now you had those experiences, maybe feeling confident, maybe building that academy for Haifa. So ask yourself, with for those experiences that you listed already, what do you need to learn, and who do you need to become in order to have those experiences? Again, just to share an example for you with you about um, from my own vision board, I found like networking with the right people is something I really need to grow at. I need to learn how to do it, and I need to expand my muscles on. And that's how I could really have a chance to build or to have other businesses, because without network I found my business couldn't grow. So I start focusing on that, and I start putting that into my map. And there are different ways to do networking, of course, and those are the details of uh, how to and reveal that reality or this vision for myself. So now I would like you again for the next 3 minutes to think about this part only. Focus on what do you need to learn. The time starts now. Can go. Think about the growth, like what is that one smallest, or what is that smallest step you need to take or to make or to have for that, self commitment. Or maybe what personality, what values you need to start exploring. Also, you may want to think who can help you, what can help you.
I also have one thing to say. Yeah. From my
Yeah, of course.
experience, as mentioned, to be an expert in one of the areas of coaching. So in order to do that, I think I have to, for the growth, I have to dedicate 1 hour per day in order to learn something new in the area where the area I picked in order to be expert in. Just 1 hour per day committed, and I think I can reach the goal.
That's a brilliant way of framing your growth by having like dedicated time to focus on that area. Thank you for sharing that, and I hope others are getting some sort of inspiration. How can we frame the growth or the grow that we want to take here? Anybody else would like to share something from their growth section? Okay, I can see Haifa raised her hand. Yeah, of course.
Of course, based on the experience, number one on the growth is I want to get the accreditation. Two is seeking assistance from more experienced people and selling myself as accredited or a professional accredited coach. And last but least, or least but last, which one? Okay, to be patient to gain and achieve the optimum results. Thank you.
I
That's
love
all.
them all. I love them all. You are tapping into different buckets of growth here. Part of it is attitude, and part of it is networking, and part of it is marketing, and branding yourself with other people. So I think there are so many areas there for you to start looking at and start exploring different ways, or what is the first step in each of these areas you would like to take to make a progress toward that and toward achieving your experiences. Again, thank you, Haifa, for sharing that. Also from the chat, we have Muaz Sharif, practice coaching more frequently and making coaching my primary career. That's a really thoughtful area, a thoughtful growth area for you. Engage in everything related to coaching from Yusra Saleh. The real struggle is commitment. How can I solve that? If we can commit anything we say, I think that will be there's a formula for commitment. And just personally to share something about that, I start at some point of time, doubting my commitment about things in life. But then I start to realize that I'm also committed about other stuff in my life. For example, what triggers this is really going to the gym, for example. I got my membership, and 3-4 days after, it is considered waste membership, and where I lost my money there anyway. And then I start really link that to my values. So what really helped me is to really, how can I link this goal, this growth area, to my top values? So the first thing I had to do is to really go and look into what are my top values today, because they change, often. So what is my top values today? Okay, how this goal can support this value and how it's linked. If there is no connection, whatever you do, I think you're gonna stop at some point, or you're gonna struggle with it. So one way to do that is to really link them to experiences that you want to have, and the experiences is linked to values, to feeling that you would like to experience. So with that, I just need to pay attention to the time. It's 7:51, so we'll have the last part of the vision board, and then we will go to the closing and what is next from here. So The next part is about your contribution. Al-Athar. If you had the chance to attend the workshop for Dr. Ahmed Majdi, he talked about contribution or al-athar that you would like to leave, or maybe people will remember you with, or and this could be achieved in different way. And the probing question for this part is, how would you like to contribute to the world, to your community, to the coaching community, for example, or to the professional community that you are part of, or to with your colleague, with your parents, with your family. So all these are different areas that you think about. How would you like to give from your time, from your set of expertise? And I will give you now, 3 minutes, another 3 minutes to really think about that. For this one, or for this part, it doesn't need to be connected to the experience and growth. This is something you love to give back. It is something you enjoy doing when you have some time, or you enjoy making time for it, and volunteer while you're doing it. So think about that for the next couple of 3 minutes, and then uh, we'll ask for some people to share their thoughts as well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So anybody would like to share their input, either in the chat
I
box?
can go.
Yes, Mo, go ahead.
Thanks, Mohammed, again. Yes, my contribution here is I would like to give back to the community, either in my IT community or in the Middle East community, where I can help people underprivileged. My journey to coaching is not about money as much as helping underprivileged people by providing the service. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Mo, for sharing that. Heba.
Hi, Muhammad. Thank you very much for this webinar. Amazing. Actually, for me, the contribution that I wish to do, and this I consider the cause of my life. I want to make sure that everybody around is getting enough love and attention as much as they may need. And what I'm always dreaming of is to leave this world with a legacy, with good memory, in everybody who know me in my life. So this is my contribution.
Thank you so much, Hiba, and definitely you will see the impact of that, inshallah. Thank you so much.
Thank
And I
you,
can
Mohammed.
see a lot of excitement and energy always when we tap into that part, because I think we love to give back, we love to contribute, we love to leave a legacy, as Hiba mentioned, and a positive, impact on other people around us, and that what really, continue, after years and years. And also I see some good and great positive, input in the chat box, and just due to the time, I just get here a remark about the time we have today. I'm really have to move into the next slide, but before I do that, I really would like to thank everyone who put their thoughts and effort to come up with something today with us. And again, it doesn't end by this webinar. Actually, what is really next for everyone, and even for me, I keep doing that, is really to complete articulating your vision board. And the way we presented it here, it is I consider like it's a plain, structured, vision board. But if you want to put your own touches, your own designs, your own pictures, that's really your own code from at different places, just keep the framework there and be creative on completing your vision board. Maybe if you have time today after this webinar, spend 15 minutes or 30 minutes, reviewing them again. Maybe if you have a partner or you have someone, and pass it through them and see how can they help you, or how they can maybe challenge you a little bit to go and reach to that one. The second important thing about any vision board, whether this framework or other framework where they use pictures or they use, design and objects, it's very important to make it visible for yourself and also for others if there is nothing confidential in them, because there is an energy that comes and flows when you see it every morning, when you see it every day, when you open your office and you see it there. And I'm sure many of you experience the power of writing things down and make them visible in front of you, and how they really help you to manifest and achieve your goals. And my last thing from you, and I want from you today, is really to share anything that you have learned from today's session with someone that you think they will learn and they will benefit. And feel free to use this template at any format, at any occasion, whether with one of your clients that you are working with to really come up with a meaningful goals for their coaching journey, for example, or with one of your employee to have a meaningful career path, or with one of your family members to have more impact in their life. And that's all from me today. And really, I want to thank you again, and thanks, the ICF Saudi chapter for their great effort for arranging these different events during the International Coaching Week. And I'm happy really to stay and connect with all of you through my LinkedIn, and happy to have further connections and further, relationship with everyone here. Thank you so much, and have a lovely night.
Well, Mohammed, thank you very much on behalf of all of the attendees and on behalf of the ICF chapter and our board. This was an excellent session, very informative, very interesting. I think all of us left, are leaving this session with a lot to think about. and we owe that to you. So once again, thank you very much. And as Mohammed has offered to stay back with anyone, please feel free to do so. But otherwise, please please keep aware of the other webinars we're having, and we hope to see you at another webinar very soon. Thank you and have a good evening.
Yes, Salman, and thanks everyone. I'll be here for a few minutes if anybody would like to share their thoughts or have any questions.